Arsenal 2, Fulham 1. Yes, people, we have done it. Why Football here and back with another Arsenal match reaction. Arsenal beat Fulham in dramatic fashion at the end of the game. As always, if you love these type of match reactions, get your subscription in down below on my road to 1,000. We talk through all the Arsenal games, giving my thoughts on the match as well as the player ratings. I mean, at the start of the game, I was thinking, look, to go 4 wins out of 4 to start season, that is unbelievable. And if you're looking for a team to play, it's one of the relegated teams in Fulham. But we made hard work of it today. And it's a funny performance in many ways, because I actually thought we played pretty well. It's just for one reason or another, we just could not get our breakthrough early. Whether it was the last pass we couldn't get off, the last shot, Fulham making a last-ditch tackle. We made Leno look like Neuer today at times. But by hook or crook, we managed to win this game. I mean, the first goal actually came to Fulham. Gabriel, shocker. It was first Saka who played it across his own box, which at first I thought was a problem anyway. Gabriel had time on the ball. He just dilly-dallied, and Mitrovic snuck in, and the big Serb put Fulham 1-0 up. He was a danger man and scored. At that point, I was thinking, not like this, Arsenal. We've had the perfect possible starts this season, winning 3 games out of 3, playing convincing football. And we're 1-0 down at the Emirates to Fulham. But we did manage to claw back. And who scored the goal? Martin Odegaard. For me, man of the match. Levels above the rest of the team today. Him and Eddie Nketiah, who came on the pitch, were unbelievable today. I'll be doing my match player ratings later in this video. But Odegaard today scored. Deflected off Tosin, but it did not matter. Wrong-footed Leno into the back of the net. And that was a good goal because it happened around the 65th minute, which means we still had 25 minutes to get our goal back. But after we scored, Fulham just seemed to take back control of the game. They were rushing at us. They were having chances. We couldn't assert ourselves and play a dominant kind of piece of football for around 20 minutes after we scored. But then we did start to feel our way back into the football match. And eventually we did score. And for all our passing throughout the whole match, throughout the whole of Odegaard's tricks around the box and all our interlocking and interchanging play, it came from a corner. Martinelli whips it in. Saliba and Gabriel have a dynamic punch. They both jump at it. It kind of rebounds off Gabriel and then he whacks it into the back of the net. Slight VAR chance. The ball might have come off his elbow. For me, if that was ruled out, that would have been a complete farce. Inquest tomorrow morning at the Premier League's office if that got ruled out. Thankfully it didn't, and that made it 2-1 to Arsenal. And then we brought on the likes of the Tomiyasus, the likes of the Rob Holding. A couple players got cramp and we came out with a 2-1 victory. At the end of the day, the Premier League is a game about results, and we got result today. 4 wins out of 4, the only team with a 100% record. That's exactly what mattered. Now, I know it's 2-1 and I know we won, so we're all high on the win, but if we're honest about it, there was a couple of worrying things today. For many parts of the game, we just didn't look like a team that could finish. It was much like last season. We brought Gabriel Jesus in to be our finisher. He was really quiet today. I'm going to cut him some slack because this whole season, he's been unplayable, absolutely unbelievable. But today, he didn't really do much. He was a little bit quiet. If anything, when Eddie Nketiah came on the pitch, that's when we started to look like a team that could finish and a team that looked a bit more dynamic. But yeah, other than that, we just couldn't finish because before that, Odegaard had one of his best games in the Arsenal shirt. And if I tell you Odegaard, our attacking midfielder, our captain, the one that makes all the passes, is having the best game in his Arsenal shirt, you'd be thinking we're winning 4-5-0. But we just could not seem to break them down. For one reason or another, we were having shots. Leno was looking unbelievable, saving all of them. It's kind of like he was training with Arsenal the whole week, so knew all our tactics. But yeah, just could not break them down for one reason or another. A couple of chances that Saka had even in the first half that he could have scored. Just couldn't break them down. Couldn't quite get the ball into the back of the net. But at the end of the day, look, it don't matter. The win is what matters. You're going to have performances like this. I did actually say to my friends and to my dad as well, all our games this season, we've won comfortably. From minute 0 to minute 90, we've looked comfortable. At no point was the game in jeopardy. I want to see us win a game where the game was in jeopardy. That's what I want to see, and that's exactly what we did today. We won a game where we had our backs against the wall and had to play well in timed pressure situations. So in that sense, I like what I saw because we passed that test. Obviously, I don't want to see Arsenal go into that situation, but it's inevitable. And if you want to see it come against any team, a newly promoted side is one of the best chances you've got to pull that off. We saw Man City today, 2-0 down to Palace. They went on to win the football match, 4-2. Us, 1-0 down to Fulham, no panic. We come back in the game and we win 2-1. Yeah, it's scrappy. Yeah, it wasn't an absolute blinding finish, but we won 2-1, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Arsenal. And that's exactly what I want to see. Now, do I want to see that every week? Absolutely not. Let's go back to winning games comfortably, please. But every now and then, it's a good morale boost to win a game when, yeah, we did deserve the win, but it didn't look like we were going to win. It wasn't in complete control. It was a smash and grab kind of win for Arsenal. It's exactly what we need. The game's coming thick and fast now. We found out our Europa League group on Friday. We'll be playing on Thursday. It's a tough-ish group. Thankfully, not a lot of travelling. But it does mean Thursday, Sunday is coming. And we need to be prepared. Today, we got the win. Wednesday, we play at the Emirates again against Villa. I'm expecting and hoping for another win. And then we travel to United on Sunday. And then that kick-starts the Thursday, Sunday fixtures, where we're going to have a lot of players coming in and out. A lot of rotation in the squad. Also going to talk about signings as well, given we are towards the end of the transfer window. I'd like to see us bring in a winger. We sent Pepe out on loan. That's good for him. He needed a bit of game time. He wasn't getting it at Arsenal. I'd love to see us get a winger and a midfielder. Yuri Tielemans, man. We've been crying out for him the whole window. Come on, Arsenal. Let's get it done. Let's bring him in. Bring in another central midfielder. Elneny played really well today. Do not get me wrong. But when Partey's missing, we do need another midfielder in there. Because especially if Elneny gets injured, we've got no midfielder. Xhaka is our only holding midfielder. Then Lokonga, I guess. We need someone else in there. Someone that can pull the strings a little bit. Someone that can pull the strings and make a tackle in there. Be a bit of an enforcer. Let's bring in someone like Tielemans. Someone that's proven in the Premier League. Let's get on to the player ratings now. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. 8 out of 10. Look, he conceded 1 goal. Wasn't much he could do with the Mitrovic goal, to be honest. It went in the far corner, inside netting. He made a couple of other great saves from headers. Fulham are a very physical side. They're going to look to assert their dominance in the air. And Ramsdale dealt with them. A couple of claims from crosses as well, especially at the end of the match. Really good from him. Ben White at right back also had an absolutely amazing game for me. 8 out of 10 for Ben White. He was looking good going forward. Made an absolute world-class block against Fulham when it was 1-1. Honestly, unbelievable block. Threw his back at it. That was literally a stunner from him. Sleeper as well. Brilliant game. 8 out of 10 for me from him. Gabriel now had a shocker to concede the goal. But then obviously scored our win. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because his primary job is to defend. And he botched that with that goal. But he came back and scored for us. So I will give him a 7. Tierney. Not an amazing game from him. I'm not going to lie to you lot. Tierney disappointed me a little bit. But look, he only played about 50 to 60 minutes. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Moving into the midfield, Elneny played a really good game for me. 8 out of 10 Elneny. Was kept the ball ticking over. Didn't look like we missed Partey. But then again, that's probably the best Elneny can play. And the best Elneny can play, Partey's still got another level on top of that. Let's be completely honest with it. Next to him, Granit Xhaka. Xhaka also had a really good game. He was going forward a lot. And then towards the end of the game, when obviously Tierney came off and we need the left back, he was kind of filling in kind of like left backs and being a bit more deep. But overall, Xhaka, another great game from him. 8 out of 10. Odegaard at cam. Man the match for me. 9 out of 10. Unbelievable. Scored his goal. Always looking to pass. Twinkle toes. Literally just interlocking the play. Making passes. Fluid. Love that performance from him. Saka. A bit more lively today than the other 3 games. Couldn't quite score even though he had a couple chances. But overall, decent game from Saka. 7 out of 10. Marte on the other side. Also 7 out of 10. Looking lively as well, but just didn't quite have his edge to him. I've seen him better in previous matches. Then Gabriel Jesus up front, I'm going to give a 6 to. Just because he didn't really do much, to be honest with him. Off the bench, Eddie Nketiah, 8 out of 10. Really lively when he came on the pitch. Unbelievable today. Outshone Gabriel Jesus in today's performance. Now, a couple of other players came off the bench, but it was really late, so I can't really rate them. The likes of Holding and Tomiyasu, I'm not really going to give a rating to. But overall, boys and girls, we managed to win this game, Arsenal 2-1. It was tough, but we came from behind to win the game, to go back to the top of the Premier League. 12 points out of 12 and a brilliant start to the season. As always, if you're new around here and you love Arsenal-related content, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe down below and let me know your thoughts of the match in the comment section. I've been YFootball and I hope to see you lot in the next video.